All right, welcome to Buy Guys Crypto Show, episode 5, where mania rules, caution drools, we play the fools for your viewing pleasure. I'm Raff.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Stu.
And we are here to entertain and educate everything crypto all day, every day, or every Monday as it is that we do this show. Buy Guys Crypto Show is 20% Wheaties, 30% grape nuts, 50% Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, sugary cereal. And by the way, it's not financial advice. If you take financial advice off YouTube, you're a freaking idiot, as they would say. So with that being said, let's take a look at the markets and see how things are going today. It's going to be a very scary picture when Jeff brings it up.
All right. Brutal. All we can say is brutal. It's been a bad day, right? So right now, Bitcoin is at 32,000, down, what, 8% just today? Ethereum is down almost 12%. So certainly a dip. Everything is down. Last 7 days, it looks like 25-30% down. And if I bounce over to the market cap, total market cap, we'll just look in the last month. Market cap has gone from what looks to be, what is that, 1.7 trillion down to about 1.2 trillion. Just 3 months ago, where are we at? Gosh, it was up to 2.5 trillion. So seen a fair amount of decline since what, the middle of May? Kind of Musk tweet, China news, confluence of bad information all at once.
Right about the time we started these episodes.
Yeah.
It's been one FUD story after another, pummeling us in the face like a Tyson fight. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. But we're here to lift some spirits. Listen, folks, Buy Guys is all about buying. And this is the best time to buy. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm salivating. ETH down 12%, under 2K. Are you kidding me? BTC under 33K. Scoop it up. I want some more of that good stuff. Cardano, this might be the last time you'll get it over $1.25. I mean, under $1.25. This is exceptional opportunity.
Look
And
at XRP.
If there was like a plasma center around here, I'd be pumping in both veins to try to get some extra coin for this. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but that's my take.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up a couple things today and yesterday. I wish I'd have waited until today exclusively, but geez, XRP, 61 cents. I mean, that just seems, that's what, half of what it was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and here's the thing where I think, and this is a cliche, and we've all heard it before. You all heard it out there before. When in doubt, zoom out. But it's a fact, man. It's a truth. And I think Stu has some good nuggets on this. Like, yeah, a month ago, it was much higher. A month and a half ago, it was even higher. But you know what? If you look back a little bit, just put some distance between today and when you check another price, you might be surprised at what you find. Stu, can you illuminate?
Well, listen, I'd love to quiz the audience. I'm a bit of an academician, and I'd love to quiz the audience and say, what do you think Ethereum was trading at 6 months ago? And I don't know how many folks would come within $25 or $50 of saying, yeah, it was around $600, or Bitcoin where it was at 6 months ago, and just the thought of 12 months ago where Ethereum was at. To say, okay, a year ago around this time I could pick up Ethereum for $230. That's tough. So as I was trying to do a little research today, I'm new to this. I'm trying to understand, to Jeff's point, when's the best time to kind of buy? When am I going in? And all I'm coming across is this death cross, where the Bitcoin, the short term trend lines crossing over a long term trend line, and honestly, gentlemen, the only kind of trend line I know is with my portfolio, and the trend is going down, down, down. So I'm gonna kind of have some confidence in the two of you and believe in you that maybe now is the best time to go buy it. But yeah, it's sure not looking too good recently. But room for optimism. Just look in the past to kind of help a little bit with the future here.
I want to throw something out there, just building on Stu's comment, because, you know, it's all about a matter of context. I saw an amazing article in Forbes today Here's the title: Bitcoin in China, the fallout from Chinese government banning real world use. All that FUD about the Chinese coming cracking down on the Bitcoin miners and such. Here's how the story starts. Bitcoin's value took a tumble this week after the People's Bank of China issued an official statement about its stance on the digital coin, knocking the cryptocurrency's value down into the what? $800 after lofty $1,200 highs. Oh, wait a second. This article was from when? When's the date on this bad boy? December 6, 2013. We've heard it all before. History repeats itself in this market, my friends. And if you think that this is the end of Bitcoin because China's made some other aggressive move to, excise it from their country, I think we're sadly mistaken. So we're the buy guys, and I think we're looking at this red, and it's a sea of red, and we just want to dive right in, man, triple Lindy style into that bad boy. So let's break away from this disturbing looking market, which is, I think, filled with opportunity, and move right along into news you can use. This is where Jeff breaks out some really exciting information and to share with us, and we learn something together.
Yeah, so I think Raff, you brought up a good point with China, referencing China from 6 years ago, or what was that, 8 years ago? Gosh. So news you can use today, kind of a current day article that speaks to that. So I'm going to pull this one from the Wall Street Journal. If you can see my screen, and headline here is Bitcoin price extends drop after China intensifies crypto crackdown. So
dog bites man.
Yeah. In short, I mean, China has aggressively tried to exterminate cryptocurrency use in institutions. It's also then the next level of that is trying to ban the mining, simply shutting the power off to these Bitcoin mines. And the interesting thing was, and I read this today in Sichuan, China, I think that's how you pronounce it. There was actually a migration of mining to that province of China because they were primarily using cleaner energy, hydroelectric energy. So it doesn't really pair with the narrative that they're trying to ban it because it doesn't fit the carbon footprint or impact that they want to make. I think one could argue they're also trying to get control around this because it's decentralized. And oh, by the way, they're also launching their own, as we covered, I think in episode 1, their digital yuan. Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yen.
Yen.
They're digital bills, the digital currencies. Yeah, man. I don't know how I feel about all this. I know the mayor of Miami is like, hey, bring it on. Let's get all those new miners. Here's the beautiful thing. You can mine anywhere. You have an electrical outlet and a computer with the power sufficient to crack the codes of these complex equations. Don't even ask me how it works, but I know it has something to do with that. It takes a lot of power. But this is by far like just really being overstated, I think. This is my own opinion. It's not financial advice. I don't know what I'm talking about at a deep level. But I do think that people are going to move. It's not like this stuff's going offline forever. There's a huge incentive now for new miners to get in the game. Maybe in a future episode, I'll bring on one of my friends who's gotten into that business lately. He can bring us up to speed on it. So I'm not so concerned. I appreciate you sharing the story, Noah. I think, like I said, it's dog bites man. We've seen it before. Doesn't bother me. Might be a little challenging for the newbies in the room, but don't stress, guys. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this.
Well, there's been some that have said that this could be a really good thing for the market, where it, like you said, I mean, I read something today that all of the miners leaving China, several of them are going to Kazakhstan to mine. So they're finding opportunities and economically and energy friendly countries. And maybe this just shifts the adoption outside of China, which I don't think anybody's surprised isn't going to be adopting, a decentralized currency in a communist state. So switching gears, taking that thought, where's the positivity here? And if you're long on all of this, like I think we all are, then, I like one quote from this article, and it's titled Billionaire Stephen Cohen, owner of the Mets, also happens to be a billionaire financial hedge fund owner of I think it's 72 asset management. His comment in taking a deeper dive into crypto is one, that he's been fully converted. This is 2 days ago in an interview that he gave. But the comment I want to point out, the only reason I'm showing this article is I think it's a good reminder that, in what he says here, quote, however, 0.72 CEO is not keen on Bitcoin. He says, forget Bitcoin, he exclaimed. I don't care about Bitcoin. I care more about the technology behind the blockchain and how transformational it is and how disruptive it could be. So Bitcoin is just one. You've got Ethereum and all these other incredible technologies that are unlocking value and economics in other countries. And that's the cool part about this whole market, at least for me. I don't know what your perspective is. Stu, I'll kick it maybe over to you for a comment.
Well, I don't have much. Obviously, Bitcoin's driving that bus, and it's going to be driving that bus for a while. But again, he recognizes the opportunity that exists beyond Bitcoin, and that's what we're all in it for, trying to find what we should be getting in behind, right? I mean, that's the nature of the investing piece, trying to find that one nugget that's gonna come out of all of that research that we're trying to do. But so no, I had a fantastic article, and certainly thanks for sharing that tonight.
I think that's a great segue to our next segment, everybody's favorite, the racing of the moon bulls. Yeah, baby. And I got to tell you, I was leading the pack. I was leading the pack for the first 3 weeks of this contest, pretty significantly, if I might say so myself. But the worm has turned in a significant way. It's painful. Oh, lay it on me with those new logos as well, man. How you liking the logos? Drop us a comment. We're trying to decide what to go with. Let's just not talk about those numbers, fellas. Let's focus on the logos. No,
Yes,
anyway.
Yeah, I'm guessing both of you would like to focus on the logos tonight. That's okay, because I think they're both quite nice. But I'd like at some point to turn my attention to the numbers.
Well, I just want to say, as a tee up to this, listen, it kind of builds. There's a nice segue from that last piece. We believe, the buy guys collectively, though in different ways, believe very much in the future of this technology. And this is where we put our skin in the game, and we're trying to spot those winners, right? And we're trying to spot those use cases that we think have promise and potential. And over the next, I guess we have 5 more weeks left in this contest. We put in $25 a week into the coin of choice, and we track it over this 10-week period. One of us will be declared the Moon Bull King. And then we're going to keep the contest going as long as we have jobs and money and blood we can sell. We're good to go. So Stu, obviously you get to go first here. I mean, you're crushing us. Let's just
well, listen, a lot of us saw this coming. But so if you know me, boys, you know that I love my professional lacrosse, and almost as much as I love Flexa and Dan, who today just announced their partnership with Las Vegas Lacrosse to launch a new and innovative pro lacrosse franchise in the heart of Vegas. So you know what that means. Flexa is going to be processing ticket purchases for all kinds of sporting venues. The NFL's there, the NHL's there, all the Vegas shows, maybe your little Copperfield, Blue Man Group, Cirque du Soleil. Who knows what kind of shows they're going to be partnering with? But Flex is going to be kind of involved in that, and I think that just again continues to bode well for AMP. I had talked to Jeff earlier today and felt like, hey, with all of this going on, if AMP dipped below a certain price point, I was gonna go all in again this week on AMP. If not, I was gonna kind of change it up a little bit, give you folks a chance. But AMP, I'm going in 355 more tokens at a little under 7 cents today. So again, the odds of you folks catching up in the next few weeks, minimal at best, but I'm rooting for it.
Well, I don't know about this, Noah. I mean, he's throwing down the gauntlet. He's saying some fighting words. I mean, look, things can change quickly in this market. I'm a believer in my portfolio, and Noah, you got diversity on your side. One of those things, Moons, you're probably right back in this thing. So I'm curious I'm really excited to hear what Noah's going to do, because he's only down 30%.
Well, I think it's you and I at this point. I'm just trying to stay in the middle, unnoticed, diversified, stable. That's kind of my MO. So I like the coins that I've got so far in the portfolio. And in the last 24 hours, I bought $25 in all of them, in the event that right at the show, I would pick which one is the lowest and looks like it's going to perform the best. And they're all so far lower than when I purchased them yesterday. So I made the call right before the show to grab some Matic Polygon. And that's what I'm going with this week. Why, you might ask? Because number one, it's right around $1. I need something that can maybe 2 or 3x to get back in this thing and potentially catch Stu. And I'm not sure, ADA is going to 2x in the next couple of weeks. So I went with Polygon. I also feel like some of the Bitcoin news, as things start to turn, could also help Ethereum. Ethereum's got some, next 6 months, some big project in their 2.0. And I also think that's going to drag along the layer 2 solution, that is Polygon. So I'm bullish on that tech. I think Ethereum is here to stay. And at the end of the day, I'm happy to increase my position in Polygon Matic with this. So that's my pick for the week. Raff, are you going to stick with OGN or ONG? I'm not sure if we have the acronym even right, but it doesn't matter. It's down so much. Vet or tell, or are you going to bring something new to the table this week?
Well, you see, we have 5 weeks left in this contest. There's plenty of time to catch up, but you got to pick wisely and strategically, because now I can see the unique mixes of my competitors here. And there's a lot of things factoring into this calculus, man. It's like, I'm like, Russell Crowe from A Beautiful Mind. Is that his name? Anyway, like, if I go into XRP right now, I could grab a nice size bag of that for $25. It's super down. It might be down like 25% today, and it's been going down for the past month.
Mm-hmm.
So that could bode well if it were to moon in the next month. However, Stu has a little bit of his own already, so my ability to catch up isn't so strong. I could go into AMP. That's foolish. That means I'm just keeping pace, right? I mean, ADA looks solid, but then Noah's got a nice bag of that already, and it's sitting at about $25. So these are all really challenging questions. And I think at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, I'm going to make a very unorthodox choice here. And it could be more of a defensive play, honestly. It's hard to tell this is going to pan out. I'm going for something that's a little more stable and not a stable coin. No, that was you last week. That's the ultimate failure to ever consider doing that in such a contest. But I'm going to go for something a little more traditional. I think Ethereum right now is an extraordinary buy, right under $2,000. And I do recall watching one of these YouTube talking heads. There's something on the horizon with Ethereum that's coming out in the next couple of days. A new platform or something's happening there.
Sponsoring a lacrosse team. That's the question.
Ethereum doesn't need to mess around with those C or D league sports. No offense, I love lacrosse, but let's be honest, right? That's not going to get you 10x, Stu. It's going to take a platform that has hundreds and hundreds of people building upon it, and that will soon have very low gas fees and all that good stuff that goes. Bottom line, it's a little unorthodox, and I'm only going to get a very tiny fraction of a coin, but I still have a great confidence that Ethereum is going to either remain stable or go up, and all your other nonsense is going to go down. And that's what's going to bring me back into this mix. That's my strategy.
I think the audience would recognize both the desperation in both of your approaches, and that's okay. That's okay.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you're all eggs in one basket, my friend. If that basket gets set on fire in the next couple weeks, I don't know. I don't know what you do with those fried eggs in the basket.
It's a little volatility there to weather. It's a long and dark storm over the next 5 weeks.
Actually, let's be honest here. Isn't all? I understand. Like we're playing games. It really does all rely on Bitcoin, right? That's people say it's like that's the leader. If it goes up, everything else goes up to varying degrees, and then it's just kind of a crapshoot. Although AMP for some reason,
for 3 weeks, Bitcoin's been down and AMP has been up. I'm not too worried.
So what happens when Bitcoin goes up? Do you think it's going to continue?
AMP's going to moon, and then this competition's over in week 6.
All right. Well, we'll see. It remains to be seen, ladies and gentlemen. It remains to be seen. Thanks again for watching the buy, guys. We always appreciate it. We are halfway through season 1. We may continue this show for many weeks into the future, but we made a commitment to go to 10 episodes. This is episode 5, 50% of the way there. It's all downhill from here. Hopefully it'll be uphill in terms of the trajectory of the charts, because, it's like the lottery. You got to play to win. In crypto, you got to buy to fly. To the moon, baby. Until next time. Peace.